Okay, let's unpack this. You're running a business, right? And there's this whole world of opportunity out there. Government contracts, corporate ones. It can mean, massive stable growth. But seriously, trying to actually find those contracts or like figure out who you even talk to inside those big agencies or corporations and just navigating all the red tape, it can feel completely overwhelming.
Oh, absolutely. It really is a maze for many businesses. You've got federal, state, local, large corporations. They all have different requirements, different people to talk to, different processes. It's a huge hurdle.
A really big one. And that's precisely why we wanted to do a deep dive into some information we got about an event, one specifically designed to, tackle that challenge head on.
Hmm.
We're looking at the 2025 Southern California Contracting Conference.
Right. The source material we have describes this event as a pretty focused effort, trying to collapse that complexity by getting the key players together, all in one place.
Exactly. So our mission here, based only on the information we have, is to really understand what this conference is presented as, who the sources say will actually be there, and maybe most importantly, why these documents suggest it could be a genuinely crucial opportunity if you're aiming to grow your business through procurement. It's sort of framed as a potential shortcut, yeah, to unlocking those complex opportunities.
A single event that brings together all those different contacts and that complex information. Yeah, that's the core value proposition that's highlighted in what we read.
Okay, so according to the info, this is the 2025 Southern California Contracting Conference. It's set for Wednesday, June 25th, runs 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Riverside Convention Center. And the sources really emphasize its clear goal: designed to connect small businesses with government agencies, corporations, and resource partners. Pretty straightforward.
And what's fascinating is how it aims to make those connections happen. The sources point to specific things: educational breakout sessions, dedicated procurement matchmaking, an exhibitor showcase, and something called a buyer's room.
Right. In this buyer's room and the matchmaking, this is where it gets interesting in terms of like cutting through that maze we talked about earlier. Think about those breakout sessions. The sources say you can learn about doing business with the federal and state government, local cities and municipalities and corporations. Ah, that directly addresses the whole figuring out the process problem, right? Giving you insights into the specific rules, the steps for different kinds of buyers.
Exactly. It's not just general advice. It sounds like targeted learning based on the type of entity you want to contract with. And then the procurement matchmaking in that buyer's room, they tackle the knowing who to talk to challenge pretty directly. Now, the sources don't spell out the exact mechanics, but these formats usually involve structured chances, maybe brief, pre-scheduled meetings and matchmaking, or just direct access for questions in the buyer's room. The point is they're designed to put you face-to-face with agency decision makers or contracting officers, the people who might actually buy your services.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference compared to just cold calling or, trying to figure out these massive org charts online. It's direct access. And the list of confirmed buyers mentioned in the source material, it's incredibly diverse. It really drives home the breadth of opportunity here.
Yeah.
We're talking about, over 25 agencies and departments confirmed so far?
Yeah, the sources list quite a range, everything from local transport like OCTA, that's Orange County Transportation Authority, and various Caltrans districts, then essential services like major utilities, Southern California Edison and SoCal Gas, county governments like Riverside and Orange counties.
All the way up to some pretty significant federal and state entities. I mean, the list includes names like the U.S. Space Force. Think of the variety of needs there. It's not just rockets.
Yeah.
GSA, that's the General Services Administration, often a gateway for federal buying. High-speed rail, the CA Military Department,
Yeah.
Navy CA Naval Sea Systems Command, think major defense contracts, Cal State universities, and even specific cities like Anaheim and Santa Ana.
That sheer range is really significant, I think. It highlights that government and corporate contracting isn't just about huge defense projects. It's about everyday needs, too. Infrastructure, services, supplies, tech, stuff needed by entities at every single level, from your local city right up to a federal command.
And trying to navigate that whole ecosystem on your own, it's nearly impossible. But seeing them all listed as potential participants in one event, accessible through those matchmaking sessions and buyer rooms the sources mention, well, that's where the shortcut idea really clicks, doesn't it?
And it's not just the buyers either. The sources also list confirmed resource partners. You've got Apex. Those are often the procurement technical assistance centers offering guidance. The Small Business Administration, the SBA, which is well known. CalOSBA, that's the California Office of the Small Business Advocate, and various chambers of commerce, too.
Right. These partners, as the sources highlight, they provide the tools, connections, and strategies you need after you make that initial contact. They can help with things like getting the right certifications, understanding those complex solicitation documents, or maybe fine-tuning your pitch. They sort of complement the direct access to buyers with the know-how to follow through.
So, yeah, bringing it all together based on the information we have, this event is presented as a really concentrated opportunity. It offers direct connections through matchmaking and these buyer rooms, practical knowledge through sessions on different types of buyers, and access to support partners, all specifically aimed at helping businesses break into procurement and then grow through it.
It's definitely positioned as that direct pathway, designed to give you the tools, help make those crucial first connections, and provide strategies for navigating what can feel like a, well, really complex world of public and corporate contracting.
So, considering that incredibly diverse list of confirmed buyers we saw mentioned in the sources, from local transit and utilities all the way up to entities like the U.S. Space Force and high-speed rail, what does that breadth of potential partners reveal to you, the listener, about the sheer range of opportunities available out there in government and corporate contracting, if you just know where to look and, maybe more importantly, who you might get the chance to talk to?